This I ain't gonna even go there. Y'all know the scoop right now, but we're taking the highway. So anyway, as you saw from the title, um, apparently it doesn't have that spot we've seen last time, so that's good. Anyway, as you saw from the title, it is my dad's heavenly birthday today. It's May 3rd, and so I thought of him this morning, and I thought, well, I'll make a thumbnail. We're on our way to church. Um, guys, keep pressing forward. We're at 1886. I am going to start on the community tab every day, giving you all an update on where our watch hours are. Because our first goal is to get back to 3,000. I am going to probably reach out to YouTube on Tuesday. I did want to kind of, hi Jaden, I did want to kind of, oh goodness. If y'all hear me mute this at any point, y'all know why. I don't handle this very well, but we're running a little bit late. And of course, everybody under the sun has to be on the highway this morning. So anyway, but we're gonna get through this as a community. So anyway, to get back to what I was trying to say, I'm gonna start doing a thing that tells you all what our watch hours are every day, so you guys know. I'm going to reach out to YouTube on Tuesday. I just haven't. I wanted to see if it was a fluke. I wanted to see if there was any kind of email or anything like that that was telling us, you know, possibly why it was, which I have not received anything from YouTube as far as that goes. And so I'm going to reach out to them probably on Tuesday. I kind of joined today, and then tomorrow's with Christina and stuff. Busy, busy, busy. Busy lady here. Or as best as I can be right now. And so um I'm going to start posting that. But we're sitting about 1886. Our first goal, of course, is 3,000 to get back to the monetization. But you guys are crushing it. But I am going to start just putting up a little bit of a watch hour count on the community tab. I think that will really, really help you all to kind of see where we're going, see that it's going up every day, watch hours are happening, and it'll just help, I think, for everybody within the community to see that we're getting it together, and we're doing this, and we're doing this as a wonderful, wonderful community. Like I said, I got the best community in the planet on the YouTube street. I have to click my daughter. Can everybody just get off the road for like 5 minutes, and then you all can get back on the road? I would really appreciate it. I don't think it's going to happen. But I can wish, can I? Oh my lord. Oh, geez, we. Oh my lord. I hate when people do that. Well, hopefully after we get past the trucks. Oh my lord. My mother does it, and I will replace the thumbnail. I got on and I saw the thumbnail, of course, is doing its thing, and it's not a lady. She doesn't like me. No, they didn't. Oh. Hi, Michael's Adventures. Welcome on in. You guys can put hashtag blessed in the chat if you want people to connect with your channel. And I don't do highways well. And of course, everybody, you guys, in the winter, there's not a lot of people on the road and the highway. No, Jada put hashtag blessed in the chat. I'll show you the example. But again, it's my dad's. Oh, well, no, it didn't do the other one. I'll change the thumbnail because apparently I did something. I don't know if I'm running on the other one. I could very well be. I'll have to remove that one. Well, something happened. I have to remember that if I set that up, there's a way to do it, but I couldn't finagle it. So anyway, I'll fix the thumbnail when we get to church. But yeah, there you go. Hashtag blessed. There you go. So anyway, but I'm gonna start putting up a little count of watch hour counts. So you guys know where we are every day. And I'll start doing that just so we can get, sometimes if we have a visual goal, it helps. So other than that, hopefully everybody is having a wonderful Sunday. I'm having a pretty good Sunday. Of course, if I could get rid of this whole thing with my back and so forth, I would be just fine. Well, as fine as I could be. I last night I was like, oh, I'm gonna go to bed pretty early here because I was tired because I had a rough night's sleep the night before. And uh my I have a dear friend of mine, she's like a sister to me, and she's over in Australia. So I don't get to talk to her as much. We do video chat through Facebook. I don't get to talk to her as much as I'd like to talk to her. So she called me last night. So I had to talk to her for a while, give her all the good updates that are going on as I'm going to become grandma in June. And so she called. I got to talk to her. I consider her sister. And so I was like, I had to talk to my sister. Um, and so anyway, I was able to talk to her for a little bit last night. Thank you. Oh, it's not my birthday. It's my dad's heavenly birthday today. My dad would have been, let's see, he was still here. I have to do the math, and 83. I haven't had my coffee yet, guys. So it's my dad's heavenly birthday, and I did do the other thumbnail, and I tried to get into that live, and I guess I did something. I don't know what I did, or I was trying to get into it so I could change the thing from bud files from what was it from vertical to horizontal so you guys I could have it on the stand. Um so my dad, I was just, he's I never want I was always said to look a lot like my dad. And I tend to have a little bit of a personality like my dad. My dad was a go-getter. My dad was a very, very hard worker. And he loved, he was very detail oriented. So a lot of times in my life, and he was a planner, a lot of times in my life, that part of my dad has served me very well because I can be extremely detail oriented. Now we're on the byway, which is 30, which the traffic all just dies down so much more. Um, but he was very detail oriented. He was a very, very hard worker. He served in the military for 28 years, 6 months, and 10 days. But who's counting is what he always used to say. He did a lot of reserves. He did do active duty, but he did a lot of years of reserves. And one thing that my husband and I were talking about last night, as I was looking at my fourth as my American flag, my patriotic soap caddies, Josh said, you should do soap caddies in the style, and I never thought of it, to represent each one of the military branches. I thought that's a really good idea. We're sitting there and I just came to that. He goes, Mary, that's awesome. So I'm going to be getting, and I looked and I was kind of surprised. So navy, of course, is navy and gold. So I'm going to do the bottom of our soap caddies navy, the top gold with 2 strips of white going in the middle, just to kind of break up the two. And then the Marines are red and gold. And I thought that they were green. I don't know why. He said, well, the fatigues are green, but the colors of the Marines are red. Uh, red, and I just looked up what are the colors of each one of these branches. Red and gold. So I do the same thing with the strip in the middle. And then the army is black and gold with the same kind of white stripe in the middle, just to break up those two colors, because it wouldn't look right to do a solid black and then have a gold right on top of it. You need that kind of stripe down in the middle, just a two section stripe of it. You wouldn't need a very thick part of the white. And then for the Coast Guard, so I have to either find if somebody's a Coast Guard, or maybe if somebody pops in that's ever served for the Coast Guard, because the Coast Guard is the American flag colors. I was surprised. And it's navy, white, and red. So I'd have to figure out that I'd have to maybe do like, you know, even kind of strips of that. But our American flag ones are red, white, and blue. So I just have to flip it so that it was maybe like a majority blue on the bottom, then a strip, and then a thin strip of the red. And I thought I would really like to keep maybe some of these. If I make them, I would keep maybe each branch of service in my purse always. And my dad inevitably, and I will teach my grandchildren this too as well. When you see somebody, especially somebody that has a hat on that says military, or has a shirt that says military, or anybody in a uniform, you say thank you for your service. And I mean, it just is something that I do. And I will tell you that uh, the people that I say it to, there are some people that are really shocked. They don't expect it. There's a surprise to them because um, I don't think it's maybe said enough, and they kind of look, they're kind of taken back a little bit. But I thought I'd like to keep each branch of service in my purse. And then that way, if I did run into somebody that served in the Army or served in the Navy, I could give them one of our soap caddies, which represented their branch of service. And then, of course, I would maybe make a label or something like that, that would say, thank you for your service, uh, branch Navy or something like that, or Army or whatever it is.
The Air Force.
Oh, the Air Force, that's right too, the Air Force. I knew there was a branch I was forgetting. I don't, well, let's look. Let's see what the colors of that, what we're sitting here. What? I don't want to get rid of Mama's word scramble over here.
Oh, well, don't worry.
Oh, now tomorrow is an early morning. Because Christina wants us to come out there. She wants get a pair of shoes, and she has a doctor's appointment, so we will be we'll be getting up and going, but we'll be
Leave me on the
going
road
to
by 7.
ultramarine blue, and of course gold or yellow. So a majority of all of them have the gold. So welcome on in. Teamy, welcome on in. So the Air Force is ultramarine and blue and gold. So again, I would probably use royal blue. That would be probably the closest. They don't have ultramarine blue at the Hobby Lobby cut, but they have royal blue. That would work. So we're going to start offering soap caddies in the colors of the military service. Now, if somebody did reach out to me. Oh, timing. Well, thank you very much for doing that. I have dyslexia, so I tell people if I uh mispronounce your name, it's not on purpose. It's just I do my very best. But I've had a learning disability all my life, and then I decided to take a test and say, oh, you know what, maybe I have dyslexia, and I came out to have a very, very high possibility that that's probably what it is. I don't read well. I do better if it's read to me, but I do my very best. So thank you so much. If you are coming on in and you're part of our community, just so everybody knows, anybody that can continue to help us regain our watch hours and regain our monetization would be very much appreciative. I hope to be able to sit there and tell you all we did it in X amount of time because our community was awesome. And I was talking to Amby yesterday. I was on a live with her and she said, I don't even know what my numbers are. I said, don't worry about your numbers. Take care of your community because your community will take care of you. So if anybody does reach out to us and they want to soap caddy with any of the branches of service, um, thank you so much. We will get back to monetization and we're at about 1886, but I didn't get any notice from YouTube. Just all of a sudden, well, you're no longer monetized. Your memberships have been paused. It was that quick. So anyway, uh, we have the best community on YouTube, but if anybody does reach out, they want a soap caddy for any of the branches of service, we will certainly work something out. And if you are somebody that ever would like one and have served in the military of any kind, uh, thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Reach out to us and we'll certainly give you a little bit of a military discount if you've served in the military. So with that being said, we're at church, running a little bit late, partly because of this girl and the sciatic nerve. And I'm telling you what, I'm done. I'm cooked. I've had it. I'm over it. Uh, so anyway, with that being said, I love you all. Remember to be proud of you because everyone else is taken. There's nobody else that can be you but you. Yes, I'm doing Navy, Army, Air Force, Navy, Army, Air Force, and Coast Guard and Marines. So we're going to do soap caddies for all of those, and I also have the the patriotic ones being the United States flag. So with that being said, I'll let you all go, but I have to go get the yarn for that because I don't have all the colors for all that. But with that being said, I'm going to let you go because we're at church, and we have you covered. Thank you so much for having us covered. Be proud of being yourself. Keep crocheting that connection. No crochet hook is required. And as I say on Sunday, this is the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad it is. I love you all. We'll see you on the next one. And Dad, happy heavenly birthday. We love you and we miss you. Bye bye, everybody.